Manny, how you doing today, sir?
I'm feeling good, and
Feeling
I'm
good.
looking forward to this game because I'm on that Flat Earth hype train.
You can't see the stream right now, but if you could see what I could see, you know exactly why I'm giggling like a little girl.
Oh
Um,
no.
Anyways, yes, so pretty picture of OAM, very handsome man. I'm just gonna look at the brackets though before we get into this game, because you all want to see how everything's kind of progressed up to this point. And as you can see, we've got Flatearth up against MMIX as our next game, and actually, Team Only Watch and Arcane already played. Quake Fortress and Feels Badman already played. And hopefully Quake Fortress and Melty don't play because that's the game we want to go to next if we do have that opportunity.
Oh yeah, I think we're both like closet Melty fans, and we really want to see that game. So if you're paying attention, Melty and Quake Fortress, just hold on until we can get there, please.
I really wish you could see my screen right now.
It's just coming up now for me.
Yeah, so the map, it's going to be Hollywood. Same map we just saw before, kind of like a repeat of last week when we saw Kings Row, I think 2 games straight, and then it was even throughout like all of the maps, actually, funny enough. But yeah, thoughts on this game? Flatearth, I think you have them as your favorite to win the entire tournament, though you're hoping Melty does kind of show up today, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, so Flat Earth have been doing very well, and I can see the screen now, and yeah, wow, I'm filling that chair well. Beautiful, look at that handsome man. Anyway, let's focus on Overwatch instead of my horrible mug. Yeah, Flat Earth, I think, are going to be the favorites. They're very, very strong. They've just been playing incredibly well. They have a few really good players on their team. I've been looking at Lynx. He brought out the May yesterday and just enthralled me with it. Got some kills. Got some beautiful shots on like a Tracer using that right click, which is very difficult to do. Played some lovely May, so I'm hoping to see some of that, maybe. But who knows? I mean, we have an underdog team now. We have an underdog matchup, and kind of curious to see, like, upsets can happen. I mean, that's why we play these tournaments.
I'm sorry, even the lobby, even both teams have seen your I mean, that's not your face laugh at. They're laughing at the situation, obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. But we're about to actually drop into game, so I want to see how this one's going to go. Flatearth is the team who, okay, we'll break it down to before, as we've known him as Planet Key Dynamics. Actually, we saw him in the first Alpha Cast tournament that we ran in the first beta phase. Don't tell me we froze again.
Oh, no.
Guess we have to go back to your beautiful face. All
Lovely.
right. So let me just... did you freeze again as well?
Yep. Just immediately punted from the game. Hopefully,
I wonder why, because
it might just be Hollywood.
I don't remember my... I logged back in and I'm loading back into Hollywood.
Oh,
I made it. Let's do this, boys. We're in. Wait, is there sound? Oh, damn it. Hold on. God, I'm so bad at doing all this production stuff myself. I had Overwatch muted. So we're back in it, guys. It's going to be, Flatearth up against Mix. We'll get them on your screen for you guys at home to take a look at. On the red side, the attacking side, it will be Mix. On the defending side, it will be Flatearth. We'll go to lunch for you guys at home who want to know a little bit more about these teams. For Mix, we went over them once, and bear with me here because their names are pretty hard. At least some of them are. We've got Natstesia. Mikey, we have Sayuki, TCM Bite, Cereals, and Chaos. And on the side of Flatearth, we've got Trichaeus, Vonthil, RTR, Lynx, Crew, and Bro. Okay, that's actually interesting. Crew is playing for them. This isn't the first time. They played it yesterday in the Ghost 2 Gamers Cup, too.
yeah.
Did he
he's a
leave
good
Melty?
player.
Because Melty's playing in the tournament today.
Yeah, let me check who Melty's running. Well, unfortunately, I'm dealing with crashes again.
Okay, well, this might be a solo cast thing, I guess.
Today of all days.
Well, I guess you can do that while we do see how this action is going to break down. We do have a Diva. Actually, we have a double Zenyatta and a Symmetra here on the attacking side of a mix. Remember, this is there are heroes, or there is no hero limit, so you can stack heroes to your heart's desire. And look at this, Flatearth getting aggressive as they can be, charging straight through and just absolutely wiping the enemy team. And not to mention all the damage it just did, they're going to have the ult advantage coming into that next attack. It's going to be a Diva towards the backside. Lynx going to pick off Bite. And that should be, ideally, Mikey going down. So a clean sweep here so far for Flatearth. This is, not to be offensive to Mix, but this is kind of what we would expect, or at least out of the Flatearth side, because they are a team who's been playing since the first beta phase, the team who, challenged the likes and beat Fnatic back when they're known as that, now known as Reunited. So we wanted to see good things out of them, and they seem to be doing just that.
Yeah. I'm back in the game, so
nice.
if you do have like a moment to breathe, try and grab me and give me an invite. but if you can't, I totally understand. And it looks like Melty is running Peepoo this week, so instead of Crew.
Well, Peepoo actually did run in a pug for them, in a mix for them in the EU Weekly Cup number 2. So that actually might be a potential changes coming into their side. I can try to add you real quick as I scroll through the thousands of people on my list. That's ridiculous. There we go. So we get you back into the game here, and we'll kick this one off. I'm tagging along with Genji this time with Sayuki. Did go pretty big for them in the last game when they're playing up against Dumplings. But that's gonna be ultimate coming out of Bromas. Popping that recon visor, doing some decent damage. Actually just charging straight through. I think I even said the ultimate wrong. Charging straight through though, picks up 2 big kills. Bromas going true mental, gigantic for him, picking up a couple of kills. And I'm just everywhere today. Holy crap.
Yeah, I can imagine. And you need to invite me to the game. Unfortunately,
didn't I?
You invited me to a party. I know it's.
Oh, I just want to be with you.
Oh, I want to be in there. There we go. Now I'm coming in. What I'm picturing right now is Melty just cruising forward.
Well, Melty's not playing this game.
No, not Melty. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to do it. Now, Flatearth, they definitely are. I mean, we're already about 2.5 minutes in, and there just seems to be no initial push, or no push that's actually being successful. Not really many kills either on the side of Mix so far.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Mix is running now this very aggressive comp. They have the Symmetra teleporter as well. That might help with a little bit of extra aggression, but it looks like Flatearth are just running this very standard, very heavily defensive. They've got Lynx ready with the ultimate as well. The moment of push starts. It looks like Winston's going to go in. They're going to get on the point, but there's Crew with the sound barrier. Bro Shield is up, and oh god, Reinhardt just ran over Winston there. That was brutal. As it looks like Mickey goes down, and that's it. That's just a brutal stomping. That push went nowhere. My
Lynx, he even went down for that one, but he picked up, but not even a lot of kills, but he did a hell of a lot of damage to actually weaken them for the rest of his team to finish him off. So he took one for the team, eventually falling, bite. You have to be very careful here, son. Luckily the Winston shield and a Mike, you're going to be able to come down and actually hold them off. But the push coming back through, that's going to be Bromas, the first casualty of the fight, as Crew able to pick up the kill onto Bite. And the Earthshatter coming in, connecting onto 2. That's going to be a charge straight into a kill onto the Zenyatta. And then Suri will at least be able to pop the Transcendence to stay alive for a little bit longer. Levantio will be able to pick up that kill. And this, again, will be another wipe.
Oh, I just saw Winston smack Symmetra and she went flying. I absolutely love the ragdolls in this game, but yeah, that Winston ult is not going to be able to get them much space. When you're stuck with just a Winston, a Zenyatta, and a Symmetra fighting, that's a bad sign. It looks like they're getting pushed all the way to the spawn at the moment, so it's looking like, well, Flatearth are just in dominant fashion. They're ready to put their stamp on this match.
Well, they might just got a little bit too penisy there, though, because they lost on quite a few people. Lucky for them, they're going to have the teleporter, which I'm still trying to find on my screen. Can't find it. I'm assuming it's down. But either way, the charge coming onto the site. The actual push here. The Earthshatter comes in, connects on to, I believe, just one. Sayuki being the man to fall, but the Transcendence is going to keep him alive, and this just might be exactly what they need. With only 4 seconds left on the clock, they might have had enough, but Bromas coming out huge again. Picks up 3 quick kills. Now Bite, the last man remaining. He will eventually fall, and they've held him yet again, even with not enough people there on their team.
Yeah, Bromas and Lynx just fired off both of those ultimates. Reaper and Soldier 76 cleaning up damage, and it looks like Mix sort of broke up a little bit. Zenyatta moved a little bit too far forward. Transcendence wasn't hitting everyone, so all that damage went through on the squishy backline and just tore them in half. And they're going to have to make something happen fast now, or they're just going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, lucky for them, there's not a lot of ultimates or any ultimates at all up on the side here of Flatearth, so they definitely do have the chance to go for it. You can see Winston on the top side, trying to chase down Crew, but Crew will pick up the kill on the Bite. Bromas even able to take down the first Zenyatta as Natisha's going to fall, and that's going to do it. They're not even going to get to the point to bring it in overtime, and Flatearth, they have held.
Yep, Flatearth just have to take the first control point now, and that's it. They are through to the semifinals.
Yep. And keep in mind, guys, just a best of 1. Semifinals will be a best of 3, and the grand finals will be a best of 5. So there's a lot on the line here. We need to see a stalwart defense coming out of Mix.
Yep, and that's going to be difficult because I know that Flatearth do like that aggressive comp. They do like the double Zenyatta, and that split up of the team there, that was just devastating. 2 people pulled back, Zenyatta moved forward with Transcendence, and they weren't getting healed, and Reaper, well, he's just going to clean up.
Why can't I upvote Lynx? Let me, please, game. As a spectator, I want to upvote him. Even Crew, I mean, look at this. Best kill streak of 14 kills. He just did not die, and he was a fantastic and an amazing player for Melty. I'm assuming he's still on the team. There's, I guess, no confirmation, at least from what I know. I could probably ask Moon a little bit later, or Deegan a little bit later, and see what's going on there. But he was actually a great Zarya player as well. So we'll see, how it kind of changes up.
It's good to see him doing well as well. Like, there's a couple of European names are definitely sort of bubbling up to the top these days. Europe has a very deep player pool. And it can be a little bit hard to keep track of everyone, especially because now we have Poopy, we have Pluppy, we have Pipu, we have a million names with P in them.
That kills me. The Puppy and the Puppy. Ugh.
Yeah.
Just these names. There's just so many. No, but it's great because I mean, you can kind of compare it to North America. Again, it's really hard to kind of say this because it's just not fair. You know, there's not a lot of people in the beta. You know, this is probably one of the smallest betas for games that I've ever seen. So it's hard to say, well, Europe has a bigger pool. But currently, at the moment, I will definitely agree with you. They definitely have a bigger pool of players, at least of skilled players, and of skilled teams. North America just kind of seems to be a little bit lacking. You have Envious, who's just been really kind of quiet lately because they've been practicing and training and have even replaced, I think it was Esper, trying out a couple of people. Then you got Google Me, now picked up by Cloud9. And you have Mix-Up, who's playing every tournament, but they're not picking up the big victories that maybe you would expect them to see. So it's North America. I don't say they're really behind it all in terms of the game, but I think they're taking their time to make, you know, or at least taking the time to find a core group of people who play really well together, who get along really well together, because they realize they're going to be in it for the long run.
Yeah, I mean, that really impressed me in the first half of the beta when there was just these two North American teams that were just so focused and just stuck together, became really, really good. And I mean, they were just dominating every tournament. They were playing in European tournaments, never mind the ping, and they were winning. They were winning convincingly. And it makes me sad that, you know, we're seeing a little bit of fracturing there. We're not seeing them stick together, but it is beta, it is early days. Players come and go, have different ideas about what they want to do, and it's just going to feel, you know, it's just going to feel itself out over time.
Well, I am being informed, apparently, that crew actually did leave Melty to join Flatearth. So, thank you, Demon. That's not the caster Demon, that is the skill Demon, if you guys ever pay attention to that game. But again, first payload, or the first point, that's all they need to win here. Flatearth going to be on the attack, even use a Widowmaker out of Lynx to see what he can do to open up the initial push onto this one. But Bite and Mike, you're going to be sitting on their Junkrats like they were in the last game.
Yeah, and especially with this comp, this Widowmaker could really do a lot of damage. They don't have any shields, no tanks, no nothing. If Widowmaker starts landing hits, she can go off big. And it looks like, oh, Bromas just managed to blink away there. Doesn't quite get caught by the stun. Avoiding a lot of damage in this backline. Getting hunted down by McCree, but not quite landing the damage. And there's not enough kills coming out at the moment to really just clinch this. And it's on the edge. It's just going to take 1 or 2 kills, and it's going to snowball like crazy. Yeah,
and you're also seeing a little bit of a difference with Flatearth, the way they're attacking. They're using this building to their advantage, sitting quite a few people up there, actually just sitting, like, they get the control of it, and then they just wait. They look for a couple of picks and use that to their advantage. They don't just rush in and, you know, commit suicide basically off the back of that. But they've actually wiped them out completely. I don't think there's even a teleporter down. They're already starting to cap it. Remember, if they do cap this first point, the game will be over. Archer just going to be spamming away as much as he can through this doorway, trying to hold the back crew. Even going to be joining in. We're about halfway through the cap now, and even Archer charging straight towards the backside, just trying to hold them back. They need to get on this point. They need to defend.
And it looks like they're not going to make it. Archer has just gone in, Dragonblade out. Memory spoken, the truth goes unbroken, and quoting Metal Gear Rising, because he's just stalled the team long enough, and that's it. That's it. Done.
Well then, that was a lot quicker than maybe we expected, but they definitely did pull it off. Sorry, I'm just going to confirm for them, just to make sure that they do know that the game is over. But just seemed like a walk in the park for him, to be honest.
I've never seen a teleporter on a payload before. I didn't know you could do that. That's amazing.
Pop back into game so people can see that. Yeah, I've actually never seen that either. I wasn't sure if it could actually move or not. But it's also a very kind of vulnerable position to be in because you're going to see the payload, you're going to see the teleporter, a couple of shots off, you're going to take it down. But that does mean we're done with our game. We're going to be heading into, I believe, the semifinals in just a little bit of time. Let me see if we have any updates across the board really quickly. I believe the game we want to head to, though, is the Melty versus Quake Fortress game. Yeah, so we have Flatearth up against Arcane, and then Quake Fortress up against Melty.
Ooh. That should be good. Quake Fortress have been playing in a lot of tournaments. They've been playing under different names, which makes it really confusing. But there's some really good players on that team. This could be a really, really good game. Especially if Melty, you know, are a little bit unsure of themselves. It could be very close. Yeah, definitely. So, guys, what we'll do is we'll head to a short break here. But when we do get back, we'll be kicking off our semifinals. I'm not sure exactly how long it will take. But please bear with us until we do, obviously, have the ability to come back and bring you the semifinals, which will be a best of 3. And hopefully we'll see you guys then.